Hey guys, so today's video is going to be an eyebrow tutorial. I'm going to show you my updated routine and just basically show you how I've been filling them in and defining them. It's definitely more of a glam type of brow routine, I would say. But if you guys don't know, I'm obsessed with eyebrows. Like, I just love trying different techniques and different shapes with them. I have an entire makeup drawer devoted to stencils and pencils and brow powders. Oh my. It's just something I really enjoy playing around with. But the reason I wanted to do this video is because my current routine is really nice because you can really stop at any point through at any one of the steps. Like if you just wanted a natural brow look, you can just do the first step. If you want them to look a little bit more sculpted, you can do step 2 and stop there, or you can go all the way through the tutorial if you want, you know, full on glam finger snapping eyebrows. It's so corny, but seriously, when I have a good eyebrow day, I do kind of just want to snap my fingers. Anyway, if you guys want to see exactly how I do it, then just keep watching. The first thing I'm going to show you is how to use a brow wax. So let's just say for whatever reason you have some stray hairs kind of sticking out like boom, 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 different directions. That can make filling in your brows kind of difficult. So that's when a brow wax can come in handy. This one is by Anastasia. It's called Brow Fix, and it's a pencil, so it's a really convenient form. So you can kind of just trace it right onto your eyebrow and then smooth it down with your finger. Mine are okay right now, so I'm not going to use this because I don't like to pile on extra product if I don't need to. So the first thing I do always is comb through my brows to get all the little hairs going in the same general direction, and I do this throughout my brow routine. I'll just comb through almost after every single step I do. This is a Beauty Addicts brow shaper brush. I'm going to get started by using a brow pencil, which is kind of funny because I stopped using these products a long time ago and I've recently gone back to it, and I love this one especially. This is by Sigma, and I think it's so smart because it has a medium and a dark side. It's a dual-ended pencil. So I'm going to start off with the dark side of my brow pencil, and I kind of do almost like a rough sketch of my brow with this. So you're not really doing any kind of precise outlining, just filling in the middle and focusing on just getting a general shape down. And I apply most of this around my arch area. Okay, so once you have that general shape down, and it doesn't have to be perfect, but I flip it over to the other side and use the medium shade, which is really great for going around, just kind of outlining it a little bit more, doing this inner part right here and the top. Then I kind of do the tail with this one as well. I don't know, I just find this really, really easy to work with, and it's nice because it's not such a cool brown. My Brow Wiz is almost too gray on its own, so I feel like this just is a better color for me when I mix it with the brow pencil. So, okay, so once you do that, you should have something like this. I guess I should do the other side too. And I think this gives them a really nice look. It definitely is a big improvement from when we started. If you do want to take your eyebrows to the next level, then you probably want to add a little bit more of a sculpted look. So I like to add kind of a contour underneath my eyebrow and darken it a little bit. This is the Anastasia Brow Wiz in medium ash. And I'm just going to trace a line. Try to keep it as one smooth motion as best you can. I mean, it's kind of can be difficult sometimes. So I'm going to trace one smooth line all the way back. So once I do that about once or twice, I'll go back in, and this time just trace a line from about just in this middle part right here. So starting right here and just mostly concentrating on the arch. And then I'm going to just take my Brow Wiz and lightly feather that line up into the rest of my brow. So you don't want to darken it too much, you just want to blend it into the other product. Then a lot of times with this, I'll accentuate the tail. So this is my Anastasia Brow Powder Duo in Taupe, which technically is probably too light for me, but I use it anyway. So I'm gonna use the darker side on that same Beauty Addicts brush. We're just using the angle side. Just go over everything really lightly and it just softens it and makes everything look a little bit more seamless. A powder can also be really helpful when it comes to doing this inner part right here. Sometimes that can get a little difficult, so if you want to just gradually fade it in, a brow powder is a great way to do it. But if you want more brow, if you gotta have more brow, I've got it for you. So this is what I would do if I just want to really make them super crisp and just really pop. So placing a really strong, bright highlight just right under here is what is going to give that final polish to your arches. There's a lot of brands that make really great highlighting pencils. So Sigma is one that I love and I've talked about before. Anastasia makes a really great one, and most times they are double-sided, so there's like a matte side and a more shimmery side. And more recently I've been using the Benefit's Highbrow pencil. So all I do with this, basically run it right under the brow, and it's going to also help clean up any stray hairs or anything like that. And some people will say like don't highlight this part of your eye, but I mean it just depends on your preference. I used to not do that for years and now I love the way that it looks, so it just kind of all depends. And I really love this P82 for blending cream products when you want to be really precise. It's just so easy. So now I've taken my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in NC15. I have a little bit of the foundation that I wore today, which is the Dior Airflash foundation in linen, and I have that on my brush. I'm just gonna mix it in with the concealer. And you wanna take any like flatter synthetic brush. This is an E58, and then I'm just gonna run all around the sides of my eyebrow just to clean it up. And the reason I mix my concealer with my foundation, if I were to use a lighter concealer on like this top part, it can kind of look weird. Sometimes it doesn't blend into the rest of your foundation very well, so mixing it with a little bit of your foundation shade helps a lot. I would definitely have to be dedicated to do this every single day, but you know, for a night out or when I want them to be really perfect, I definitely take the time to do this step because it makes a huge difference. Usually I do my eye makeup after I do my brows, and today, just because I was doing the video, I did my makeup first, so just go lightly back over it just to make sure that fade looks the way you want it. Again, if you've applied a brow highlight, but usually all it takes is like, you know, one little sweep of the brush and it looks fine again. So that is pretty much my brow routine in a nutshell. Sometimes I will add some clear brow gel at the very end after I've done all the rest of my makeup, and I love the Anastasia Beverly Hills brow gel. I'm not a huge fan of like tinted formulas, so this is my favorite, and I think it works far better than like a clear mascara or something like that. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for checking it out, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys!